Back in 1964, Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel did a song called The Sound of Silence. And that song is a great song. And it's been covered by a whole lot of people. Back in 2015, it was covered by Disturbed. And I've got to be honest, I love that cover. I love the cover of that song. And, you know, they even did another song. They did If I Ever Lose My Faith in You, that was done originally by Sting. And I like it too. It's really good. But I work in a retail store. And being in the retail store in which I work, I hear tons and tons of music. And this time of year, what I'm hearing is Christmas music. Over and over and over and over. Christmas music. Over and over. The same stuff. Same songs over and over. I get a kick out of it. For the most part, I like Christmas music okay. I don't have a problem with Christmas music, so I don't want it to come across like I do. But I will say that they take some songs and you'll have different people remake them. You have different bands or different groups redo these songs, cover these songs. And a while ago, they played the same song 3 times in a row, covered by 3 different people. They did the original, which was Last Christmas, I Gave You My Heart. Then they played it again by Meghan Trainor. And then they played it again by someone I didn't even recognize. And it's the same song, but it's 3 different ways. And I got to tell you, by the end of the 3rd time, I didn't want to hear Last Christmas again. I didn't want to hear it again. And there was another person in the building, it wasn't an employee, it was actually a customer, said, "This has got to be the Christmas song from hell." And I thought, yeah, you know, I get it. And it made me stop and think about it, you know. In fact, that guy even made the comment that ain't even the same song. Well, it was the same song. It was just different, a different style. It was different people doing it. You can't expect for Taylor Swift to take a song and do Taylor Swift it one way and it sound just like the original song that may have been done by another band of a different style. It's going to have her flair to it every time. It's going to have her flair. That I'm trying to think. There's another one that they play a lot. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. They played that a lot by the Boss, you know, and Santa Claus is coming to town. And that's not the original way that it was done either, but it's the Boss's take on Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And you know, it's okay. Like I said, I don't have a problem with it, but I immediately had this thought, and I want to share this word with you. And I've had this thought 2 or 3 times over the last, 3 weeks or so, 2 weeks that I've been listening to Christmas music already in the store. I've had this thought several different times. You hear people complain that it's not the original, but then you hear people that like the new version better than the original, and they complain when they hear the original. You know, people are going to complain. They're going to fuss. I think in many ways, you and I are much like a cover song of Jesus. We are like a cover song of the original Christ. There's a passage of scripture, and I want to share this passage with you. I bring my Bible to work with me. Yeah, I really do. And there's this passage of scripture that I want to read to you real quick out of the Bible. And this came from 1 John chapter 2, and it's verse 6. It says, "Whoever says that he abides in him," in Jesus, "they ought to walk in the same way in which he walked." Whoever it is that abides in him ought to walk the same way he walked. As followers of Christ, as believers in the true Messiah, Jesus Christ, we are to follow him, but we're going to do it in our own individual walk, in our own individual way. And you know, in Sanctuary here, some of you folks, y'all get it. You get it. I get a lot of people that complain because I don't look the way they think a preacher should look, or I don't look the way they think a Christian should look. It's even worse whenever I tell people that I also am a preacher. Oh my goodness, that's when I really get the looks. I did a wedding a couple of weeks ago at a really nice church here in town. A very nice church, big new building. It's the first wedding done in this new building. And whenever the guy came up to me and gave me the microphone, he kind of approached me. He said, "You're the guy doing the wedding?" I had a couple of people that kind of did me that way. You're preaching this wedding? Well, yeah. So, I'm used to that, and I get it. And some of you get it too. It's okay. It's okay. In fact, I kind of like breaking stereotypes. I kind of like that. But the thing is that we don't ever want to do is change the original message. My delivery may be a little bit different. I love the delivery that Disturbed put on The Sound of Silence and on If I Ever Lose My Faith in You. I love their delivery of those original songs. But the message, the original song is still there. When that guy yelled out about the Christmas song this morning, he says, that's not even the same song. It really is. It's the same song in a style that he didn't like. You can't expect Taylor Swift to sound like Disturbed. You can't expect Disturbed to sound like Simon and Garfunkel. You just can't. Everyone has their own flair. Here's my word for you. You have a flair. You have a personality. You have an originality about you that God has given you and me. And I want to encourage you to do your own cover song of Jesus in your life in a way that only you can do it. Be the original you. I'm going to be the best Scott that I can be in front of the people that are listening to me. And there are people that I will reach that the pastor of the church that I did the wedding in would never be able to even touch. There will be people that you can reach that I will never have the opportunity to cross paths with those people. Be the best you that you can be as a reflection of the original message and Messiah. We don't change the song. We don't change the lyrics. We don't change the message, but our delivery may be a little bit different. And you know what, folks? That's okay. That's all right. Enjoy that. Take liberty in that. And like the guy at the wedding told me whenever he heard about what happened, he says, I bet you love that. I do. I do. And whenever people notice Jesus in your life and they've read into the cover song that you are, don't be a bad cover song. Don't be that cover song from hell, that Christmas song from hell. Be an original you, but do it in a way that is a true reflection of the original message. Don't change the message. Only the method can change. And that's my word for you, folks. God bless you. I love you guys, and it's so good to be able to talk with you for another opportunity, another minute. And I want you to know how much you mean to me. And I just had to stop and give you this word while it was on my mind. So that's what I'm doing. Blessings to you, my friends. Love you.